Greetings, this is the Captain here. Many of you would be curious, wondering, and have been asking about how yesterday's official transplant evaluation went at St. Vincent's Hospital. So, I suppose the main reason for doing this as brief video as I can is to simply update on how that went. So, I was a little bit nervous, I was a little bit apprehensive because I didn't know who I was seeing and what they were going to say. And now it feels a lot more real, I suppose, than it did 9-10 months ago when I started this process. Now the reason it's taken so long is because I've been living life as I normally would have been, and I didn't try to pack everything into 1 or 2 months as it would normally otherwise have taken, especially if I was sicker or in hospital. So I was able to work around my life a little bit and still pursue the things that I wanted to do, still go to work, still work on myself, do my treatments, etc. Still do the things that I enjoy doing, fitting in different aspects of the transplant workup to that. And it's been good. It's been a long process, but now it's, in terms of the the lung workup, is now complete. And yesterday I met with the physician who basically quite openly asked, so tell me about yourself. I thought that's a very big question, especially the fact that I've never met you before, and what do I leave in that's medically relevant versus what do I leave out that's not medically relevant. So, told him what I could. He then went to examine me and listen to my chest and so forth. And he's palpating my stomach, and he's on the, so if you're looking at yourself, it would be your left hand side. So he's palpating the lower edge of my abdomen, and he says, "Oh yeah, you do have a big liver." I said, "Dude, that's my spleen." And for some reason, he then sort of muttered under his breath, "Oh, yes, of course, I meant to say that. Oh, dude, you're a top physician. You know what you're talking about. You probably just, whatever." He said it was a long day, so I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. What happens after that? I hear the light banter of giggling under, or trying to contain a giggle between my mother and father. So he moves away to go wash his hands, and I get up, and they're sitting there trying to hold their breath, like body and shoulders kind of like in laughing shakes, faces going red and just shaking their heads and going, "What the hell was so funny?" Anyway, they found it hilarious. I don't know who else would have found it hilarious. This is at 4 minutes, jeez, I better hurry up. So the good news is, it looks good. In a couple of months, about a month or two, when all of the meetings take place between the two team of surgeons, both from PA and Vinnies, talking about both my lungs and liver, they will send off the stuff, and hopefully the listing will happen sort of within the next couple of months. Daytona is still very much on the board, and it will continue to be on the board. That is my one only top priority. I just want to get that message loud and clear. There is nothing that is going to stop me from doing that trip. Nothing. What else do I want to talk about? Yes, Scratch, I hear you. That's my cat. But as I'm saying, as the transplant gets closer, it does feel a little bit scarier. I'm feeling a bit more apprehensive to say to a team of surgeons I've never met, hand them a scalpel and say, cut me open and replace all my parts. It's a bit daunting, just a little bit. Yeah. It's, pardon my French, the shit's getting real. Daytona is a go. We've established that. I've established that. There is no alternative. Today, so I had the joy of having 2 big health days in a row. Transplant eval on Monday, clinic on Tuesday. Half good, half bad. My PFT is up, and I'm very pleased about that. My weight is down. Frustrating, but I can fix that. It'll take a bit of work, but I can fix it. I feel so as busy as I am and living as much as I want to be living, I feel as though I'm definitely making the concept of time days, hours, or weeks, days, hours, minutes, seconds. Again, pardon me for my language, but I feel like I'm making time my bitch and using it to the absolute extreme, which I've always believed in, I've always done, and it feels great doing that. I am very slowly learning to manage it so that I don't wear out and become exhausted, because that can very easily happen, and I don't want to do that. So, yeah. In a nutshell, transplant evaluation went well. Clinic today went okay. Could have gone better, but I'm glad my PFDs are up. Yeah. Weight's down, but I can work on that. Daytona is still happening. I don't care what it takes. I don't care what. That is my only goal. It's my only option. I can have 100 people try to talk me out of it, and otherwise, not going to happen. Yeah, so I just want to relay the importance of that message, and I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for listening. I'm trying to keep this under 9 minutes. Thanks. Captain salutes you.